Hi, my name is Neelu. Welcome to AU Play. I'm from Department of Architecture, Design and Media Technology, and today we will talk about AI and computer vision and how it is helping us and creating a safer societies. To jump into the computer vision, let's see first how human vision work. So we see the things through our eyes, and then our brain comprehend the stuff. It does a lot of processing, of course, in the way, and we do it quite quickly. So for example, here we see an apple and our brain will somehow recognize that this is an image of an apple. Okay, so as this lecture is about artificial intelligence, so we would like to simulate human intelligence, and in this lecture we are particularly focusing on the vision part, the way we see the world and how we comprehend it. So we talked about human vision, and now let's see how we create like machine vision. So now in the machine vision, instead of eyes we have cameras that sees the world, and instead of brain we have this artificial intelligence that comprehend the things around us. So that sounds pretty cool. Let's see what machine visions can do, how beautiful it is and how it can help in our society. So let's see our first use case, which is a smart cities. As we see that we have installed cameras all across the cities, which are watching over like different vehicles that are driving, and different people which are crossing the street and walking on the pathways. It sounds scary at first because, okay, camera watching us is not considered very nice, but if we consider use case how it can help to create safer societies, then it's really worth it to kind of deploy those cameras. For example, in this use case we see that people are crossing over, so then artificial brain can comprehend the stuff and send the signals to the car that, okay, slow down, there are people who are kind of crossing the street. So in this way it can help us for the smart traffic management. And second use case of such smart cities could be that it optimizes public transports. For example, let's consider a use case where we have a really busy traffic on one road. Then it is possible to divert traffic from one road to another road, just because we already know that this road is completely busy. Apart from this, there are even further benefit of kind of deploying cameras and obtaining the smart cities. For example, we can detect the accidents. It is possible to kind of judge those accidents within milliseconds and just report it to the police, and in this way we can save people's life. And it's just not about saving accidents, we can also prevent them even before they happens. So this was one use case. Now another use case is that apart from the smart cities, we can have also safe cities. So these are the videos from Albrook Harbourfront, where there are people walking on a street, and in past few years we have the incident where they fall into the harbourfront and they lost their lives. This is not very nice, like people losing their life because of drowning inside the water. We can do something about it. I mean, how can we like save people's life? We just install some cameras, and these cameras, especially thermal cameras, because in this case we also cares about people's privacy. So we do not want to reveal any like biometric information like face and everything. And now whenever the people jump into the water or fall into the water, the camera detects and it sends a signal to the concerned authorities, and in this way we save the people's life. So another use case apart from safe and smart societies is the self-driving cars, and this is one thing we really hope for. So what are the self-driving cars? These are also known as autonomous vehicles. So what is autonomous vehicle, by the way, first of all? So given a location like source destination A and target destination B, the autonomous vehicle, they possess the capability to drive from A to B without any human intervention. So human do not need to care about the steering wheels or how to drive and how to pay attention to the locations. They just enter the two locations, and then the car will or the vehicle will gonna drive itself. So what are the benefits of introducing autonomous vehicle? First of all, we do not need to learn the driving, and then we can do other stuff while the car is driving by itself. So it is kind of really cool, how to say, application of AI, but we are still kind of really far from that, because AI right now have a lot of, how to say, lags. I mean, even though it is getting super smart, but human brain or human intelligence is super smart as compared to this AI. So we talked about all the applications earlier. Now let's see how AI works for image understanding, because we are talking about computer vision here. To understand this, and the answer lies in the way that human brain perceives the information. We see the thing through our eyes, and then through the rows and cons, and then it kind of sends the information through this neurons. So it's just not a single neuron, it is rather a chain of neurons which are connected through synapse. And the stronger connection of the synapse help us to perceive the information, and the weaker connection does not, helps in so much perception. So motivated with this idea of how human brains perceive the information, we have those artificial neurons. So artificial neurons, they are motivated also by a single neurons from our human brains, and that takes input from several neurons and take the weighted average in terms to determine whether this particular neuron should be activated to perceive the information or not. And similar to like a connection of multiple neurons, this artificial intelligence or artificial brain have multiple of those neurons inside it. So for example, in this case, we are kind of perceiving the picture of a cat. We have those multiple of artificial neurons to understand the eyes, the whiskers, and all the ears of the cat, all the features, and then at the end it determines that it is a cat. So to understand this part, we need to kind of understand how do we understand images, or how does computer understand those images. So for example, we have an image which is a 2D. So and for an RGB image, we assign values to, we first kind of tessellate the image into pixels, and to each pixel we assign some numbers. So for example, this is an image, and this is each is, how to say, individual unit of a image which is called pixel. So we assign higher number to the pixels which are darker. For example, let's say if it is a little bit darker, then we assign a value of 200 and say, and to the lighter pixel we assign a lower value, for example towards 0, let's say 2 or 3, whatever. And then to understand this image from, how to say, machine vision perspective, we have an operation which is called convolution. So convolution operation is basically consists of another matrix which is much smaller than that of the image. Let's say our convolution matrix is 3 by 3, and then it also contains some numbers. Let's say in this case 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1. So this is a matrix which, how to say, identify all the edges in the image. So now to understand the content of the image, we kind of convolute this matrix with each of the pixels present in the image, and that's how we identify or perceive what is inside the image. And this is what is happening in our artificial network as well. So far we have only talked about the vision part of, how to say, human being, but to obtain the artificial intelligence, it is just not the vision. Human being perceive the world through many aspects. For example, we perceive the world through language, we perceive the world through aroma, we perceive the world through sound, and many more things. So the future of AI would be like not only processing single modalities, and so far we are only focusing towards the vision part, which is computer vision, and also like the text part, where we where AI kind of read the text. But it will be super cool if we kind of integrate all the modalities together and create a AI which is capable of understanding everything at once. Thank you for watching. I have prepared an assignment where we will see the real world application of AI and how it is integrated with our day-to-day life. For example, in social media, we see that on Facebook, we see different algorithms of AI that are working with us. So just pay attention to all of them, talk with your friends, and use some filters as well to see how it is integrated with our life.